When you were born into this physical reality, a veil was placed over your consciousness. This veil, this amnesia, was not a punishment, but a necessary part of your soul's journey. The greatest masters throughout time have understood that remembering who you truly are is the most profound spiritual awakening possible. What if I told you that there exists a technique so powerful, so transformative, that it has been kept from mainstream knowledge? A technique that allows you not just to glimpse, but to fully reconnect with your soul's vast memory and purpose. This is not ordinary meditation or visualization. This goes beyond the surface-level practices that merely calm the mind. What I'm about to share with you was developed through decades of work with thousands of souls by one of the most remarkable spiritual pioneers of our time, Dolores. Her quantum healing hypnosis work opened doorways to consciousness that many didn't even know existed. But there was one particular approach, a specific technique within her methodology, that proved so powerful that it remained largely undocumented in her mainstream teachings. Why would such profound wisdom be kept hidden? The answer is simple yet sobering. Not everyone is ready to handle the responsibility that comes with complete soul remembrance. When you truly remember who you are, you can no longer hide behind the illusion of limitation. You can no longer pretend that you are small, powerless, or unworthy. The subconscious mind holds the key to this remembrance. It serves as the bridge between your current conscious awareness and the infinite wisdom of your soul. Most people live their entire lives never accessing more than a tiny fraction of this vast inner knowledge. Your soul knows exactly why you chose this life, this body, these circumstances. It remembers the agreements you made before incarnating. It understands your gifts, your purpose, and your highest potential. But accessing this information requires bypassing the conscious mind's filters and limitations. The technique I'm about to share works through a specialized form of self-hypnosis, a particular state of consciousness where the analytical mind steps aside, allowing direct communication with what some call the higher self, the oversoul, or the subconscious. But these terms barely capture the magnitude of what we're really connecting with. This is the part of you that exists beyond time and space, the part that has witnessed the birth of stars and the rise and fall of civilizations, the part that knows why you're here and what you're truly capable of. Through this forbidden technique, you'll learn to breathe in a way that alters your brainwave patterns, opening neural pathways that have remained dormant. You'll discover visualization methods that activate ancient memory centers in your brain, and you'll experience a profound shift in your energy field as your vibrational frequency aligns with your soul's true resonance. The practice begins with understanding that you are not just a physical being having occasional spiritual experiences. You are a spiritual being having a temporary physical experience. This fundamental shift in perspective is the foundation upon which all soul remembrance is built. The technique I'm about to reveal operates at the threshold between conscious awareness and the vast ocean of your soul's knowledge. This threshold, this gateway, has been accessed by shamans, mystics, and healers throughout human history, but never with the precision and clarity that became possible through modern understanding of consciousness. Begin by finding a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. This sacred practice requires your complete presence. Sit or lie in a comfortable position, ensuring your spine is straight but not rigid. Now close your eyes and turn your attention inward. The first key to this technique is a specific breathing pattern that alters your brainwave state. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, feeling the breath fill your lower abdomen first, then your chest. Hold this breath for 7 counts, allowing the oxygen to saturate your cells, awakening dormant neural pathways. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 counts, releasing not just air, but the accumulated tension and resistance of your analytical mind. Continue this 4-7-8 breathing pattern for several minutes. With each cycle, imagine your consciousness sinking deeper, moving past the surface thoughts, past the subconscious beliefs, and into the quantum field where your soul's wisdom resides. As your brainwaves shift from beta to alpha and then toward theta, you'll notice a profound sense of expansion. This is not imagination. This is your awareness breaking free from its conditioned limitations. In this expanded state, Visualization becomes a powerful tool for soul reconnection. Now visualize a corridor of light extending infinitely before you. This is not just any light, it's the vibrational signature of your own higher consciousness. As you move through this corridor, you'll notice it's lined with doorways. Each door represents access to different aspects of your soul's knowledge. The forbidden aspect of this technique lies in what comes next. Most spiritual traditions teach you to approach these doorways with caution, to seek permission, to follow specific protocols. But the profound truth is that these are your doorways. They lead to your knowledge. No intermediary is required. With clear intention, visualize yourself moving toward the central doorway, the one that pulses with a frequency that feels most resonant with your current being. This door leads to your soul's primary purpose in this incarnation. Place both hands on this doorway and declare with absolute conviction, "I reclaim the knowledge of who I truly am." As this door opens, you'll experience a profound shift in your energy field. Some describe it as a rushing sensation, others as an expansion that transcends the physical body. What matters is not the specific sensation, but your willingness to receive the information that flows through this opening. The quantum healing approach pioneered in the work of the remarkable hypnotherapist I mentioned earlier demonstrated that when this connection is established, profound healing and remembrance become possible. The subconscious, or more accurately, the superconscious, begins to communicate. This communication may come as vivid imagery, as emotional impressions, as intuitive knowing, or even as direct dialogue. The form is less important than your receptivity to the content. Trust what comes through this sacred connection. One of the most powerful aspects of this technique is that it bypasses the ego's resistance mechanisms. Your conscious mind may have created elaborate defenses against remembering your true nature, for such remembrance often means confronting both your limitless potential and the ways you failed to embody it. But in this theta wave state, with your intention clearly focused on reconnection, these defenses dissolve. The truth of your being, your divine nature, your chosen purpose, your soul's accumulated wisdom, becomes accessible, not as abstract concept, but as lived experience. What happens in the depths of this quantum reconnection is nothing short of miraculous. As you stand in the threshold of your soul's knowledge, you begin to access what mystics have called the Akashic records, the energetic imprint of every thought, action, and experience your soul has ever had across all dimensions of existence. But unlike traditional approaches to accessing these records, which often involve complex rituals or dependence on gifted intuitives, this forbidden technique allows direct, unmediated communion with your own soul's library. This is why certain spiritual institutions have kept these practices hidden. They eliminate the need for hierarchical spiritual authority. As you breathe in the sacred space of deep theta consciousness, begin to notice the symbols, images, and energetic signatures that surround you in this inner realm. These are not random imaginings, but the language of your soul communicating its eternal truth to your conscious awareness. Ask yourself, who am I beyond this physical form? What is my soul's purpose in this lifetime? Then surrender completely to whatever emerges from the depths of your being. The answers may come as whispered words, as embodied knowing, as visceral memories of agreements made before birth. Many who practice this technique report suddenly remembering talents and abilities they've carried across multiple lifetimes. Musicians discover they once composed in ancient temples. Healers recall knowledge of plant medicines from indigenous incarnations. Teachers remember wisdom transmitted across centuries of devoted study. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. The quantum field that contains your soul's record exists beyond time and space, holding the vibrational imprint of all that you have ever been and all that you will become. In the altered state created by this technique, the artificial boundaries between past, present, and future dissolve. You may encounter aspects of yourself from what you perceive as past lives, but from the soul's perspective, all experiences exist simultaneously in the eternal now. These other selves are not separate from you, but are facets of your multidimensional being, each with wisdom to share and gifts to reclaim. The practice deepens as you allow yourself to fully embody these remembrances. Feel the energy of your soul's accumulated wisdom flowing into your physical form, recalibrating your nervous system, activating dormant DNA, and realigning your energetic field to its original divine blueprint. This embodiment phase is crucial. Many spiritual seekers access profound insights but fail to integrate them into their daily existence. The forbidden technique bridges this gap by anchoring soul knowledge directly into cellular memory through conscious breath and intention. As you continue breathing in the pattern I described, 4 counts in, 7 counts hold, 8 counts release, visualize golden light flowing from your soul's records into every cell of your physical body. This light carries the vibrational codes of your true identity, rewriting the programs of limitation that have kept you disconnected from your power. One of the most transformative aspects of this work is remembering your connections to soul family, those beings with whom you've shared countless experiences across the tapestry of existence. As these memories surface, you'll often feel immediate recognition upon meeting certain people in your current life, understanding the sacred contracts you've made with them. This recognition extends beyond human relationships to your connection with the Earth herself and with the cosmic forces that have shaped your soul's journey. Many practitioners report suddenly understanding why they've always been drawn to certain landscapes, celestial bodies, or elemental energies. The quantum healing pioneer whose work inspired this technique discovered through thousands of client sessions that when people remember who they truly are, spontaneous healing often occurs, not just emotionally or spiritually, but physically. The body responds to the soul's remembrance by releasing patterns of disease that no longer serve the awakened being. This physical renewal happens because disease often stems from misalignment with soul purpose. When you reclaim your authentic identity and commit to living from that truth, the body no longer needs to communicate through symptoms what the conscious mind has refused to acknowledge. The final phase of this forbidden technique is perhaps the most crucial and the most commonly overlooked. It is the integration of your soul's wisdom into every aspect of your daily existence. Without this integration, even the most profound spiritual experiences remain merely interesting memories rather than transformative catalysts. As you slowly return to normal waking consciousness, counting backward from 10 to 1, feeling yourself becoming more present in your physical body with each number, carry with you the clear intention to embody your rediscovered truth. This intention acts as a bridge between worlds, allowing the quantum field of possibility to manifest through your human experience. Many spiritual seekers make the mistake of compartmentalizing their awakening, creating a division between spiritual practice and real life. But the most powerful aspect of this technique is that it dissolves such artificial boundaries. Your soul's wisdom is meant to infuse every moment, every decision, every interaction. In the days following your first experience with this practice, you'll notice synchronicities increasing dramatically around you. These meaningful coincidences are not random, but are reflections of your realigned energetic field, attracting experiences that resonate with your authentic vibration. Pay attention to these signs. They are confirmation that you're walking in alignment with your soul's purpose. You may also experience what some call a spiritual detoxification, as outdated beliefs, relationships, and circumstances that no longer match your true frequency begin to fall away. This process can be challenging, but is necessary for your complete rebirth. Trust that whatever leaves your life is making space for what truly belongs in your awakened reality. The physical body, too, undergoes a recalibration. Many practitioners report unusual sensations as their nervous system adjusts to holding higher frequencies, tingles along the spine, warmth in the palms, pulsing in the third eye region, or waves of energy moving through the body during meditation or even ordinary activities. These are signs of your energetic centers awakening to their full potential. Your dreams will likely become more vivid and meaningful during this integration period. The veil between conscious and subconscious thins, allowing soul messages to come through more easily during sleep. Keep a journal by your bed to record these communications. They often contain guidance about your next steps or solutions to challenges you're facing. One of the most profound shifts occurs in your relationships. As you embody more of your authentic self, you naturally attract connections that mirror this authenticity. Some existing relationships will transform beautifully as they adjust to your new frequency. Others may dissolve if they were based on mutual unconsciousness or limitation. Your perception of time itself may alter as you integrate your soul's eternal perspective, with your human experience. You'll find yourself less rushed, more present, able to exist in what mystics call the eternal now, where past and future collapse into a single point of creative potential. From this timeless awareness, you recognize that you've always been exactly where you needed to be on your soul's journey. The true power of this technique becomes evident when you face challenges. Rather than reacting from conditioned patterns or fear, you'll find yourself responding from your soul's wisdom. Solutions appear that your limited thinking could never have conceived. Creativity flows effortlessly. Healing occurs naturally. Abundance manifests not as something to chase, but as the natural state of a being aligned with universal flow. Perhaps most importantly, you'll discover a profound sense of purpose. The existential questions that haunt so many in our modern world. Why am I here? What is the meaning of my life? How can I make a difference? Are answered not with intellectual concepts, but with embodied knowing. You understand precisely why your soul chose this incarnation and what gifts you came to share. This is the forbidden knowledge that transforms ordinary existence into sacred living. The remembrance that you are not separate from the divine, but are a unique expression of it, here to play a specific role in the evolution of consciousness itself. And as you embody this truth, you become a living invitation for others to remember who they truly are. The technique I've shared is not just a practice, but a doorway to a completely new way of being. Return to it whenever you feel disconnected from your essence, whenever the world's chaos threatens to overwhelm your peace, whenever you need guidance about your next steps. Your soul's wisdom is always accessible. You need only remember how to listen. The greatest spiritual teachings have always pointed to this truth. Everything you seek is already within you. The journey is not about becoming something you are not, but about unveiling what you have always been. Through this sacred remembrance, you fulfill the purpose for which your soul chose this precious human life. If this forbidden technique resonated with your soul, take a moment now to subscribe to our channel. Your spiritual journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. Leave a comment below, sharing what awakened within you while watching. What memories stirred? What truths revealed themselves? Your experience might be the catalyst another seeker needs on their path to remembrance. Click the notification bell to join our soul family and never miss our next sacred revelation. The wisdom you've been searching for is waiting for you in our upcoming videos.